Alright, it's time to do the last map of Shattered Dimensions, or as I've been calling it, Alice Clancy, because I feel like that's a bit more of an apt name for it. Anyway, we start off by forgetting to take the partial invisibility and getting zapped by these hit scanners. I wasn't sure if I should attack them slowly or what, but given the other enemies attacking me, it felt more reasonable to do it quickly so I can secure a foothold. I already got 8 health. And I also feel like I bumped the mic. We're fine. This fight feels so familiar. I am imagining a specific map right now that has a fight like this, but I don't remember what map. I feel like it's that Judgment retrial thing, but I don't know. Yeah, keep an eye out for those Manx. Feels like I'm talking about a Manx cat. Didn't we agree as a community that the plural is not Manx, it's Mencubus? Could these guys have spawned in later rather than letting me zap them now? I would say certainly that would have been an option. By the way, don't expect like amazing gameplay here. This is an easier map that I didn't practice, so we're just kind of winging it. This isn't some map I had to practice, to be perfectly honest. With that said, I did practice this fight. It's a secret fight for a reason. It's definitely a fight you might expect more in a slaughtery map. But, you know, last map of the set, secret fight to earn the BFG. They're putting a little bit of teeth behind it. The lack of cover does help the Revenants. You still have a lot of open space. So as long as you're careful, you should be okay. Actually, a lot of the missiles blew up on that raised segment. Oh, I didn't say, I like the icy magenta going on. So had I not killed those vials, they would be attacking me now. But we're good. How to say, BFG versus Pain Elemental is just such a good matchup. Especially when you think about the beta BFG. Because beta BFG does not, like, intelligently place its tracers. It just kind of throws up 80 balls vaguely in the right direction. But this thing auto-aims each tracer, at least vertically. Yeah, I gotta line up against the wall to hit him. There are a lot of paths to take in this lab area. Do whatever you want. Especially if you already have the BFG, you're kind of good to go. Is it possible to not Gib? I go with Gib or Jib. I end up saying both sometimes. Is it possible to not Gib a shotgunner? I think so? Yeah. Yeah, it's 49 to 87 damage. No, I guess about, because we're not on vanilla. And 49 is less than 30 times 2. I gotta get like Doom 64 out of my head, because it makes me scared to push up against Pain Elementals when that's like objectively the right thing to do in Doom 2. Because you know, if you telefrag the Lost Soul as it spawns, it explodes in Doom 64, and that's bad for you because it hurts. And they shoot 2 at a time, so you'll die almost instantly doing that. Not to mention, if you kill it and get up in its face to prevent the spawns, you just die, because same deal. And if they survive, they're really aggressive, so. What, am I gonna take the Partisan Viz now? By the way, I just want to say that a single secret on the last map is very characteristic of a final map, especially if it's a secret fight. Are you ready to see the best gameplay of your life? Remember, I did not practice this because it's an easier map. So I'm just saying, if I get hit by a cyber rocket, it's your fault. Sorry, that Revenant that hit me, bad controller, bad chair, bad connection, lag. I don't know, that's probably the technical thing I want to improve at the most. Like bouncing off revs. And those spider demons are more powerful. I think they can shoot rockets in this. And, you know, you gotta be fast, because the cyber is right on your tail. Now, I would like to lure him back to that rounder room. That was so annoying from the zombie men blocking the cyber. how is he surviving that? Block that? I guess so. Oh, can you imagine existing in a time before the code is known and someone... like, people understand that the weapons deal damage randomly. They shoot a pinky with a super shotgun and it doesn't die. They're like, whoa, look, it did 5 times 20 damage. It only did 100 damage rather than 150. Then you gotta explain, well, actually, mathematically... Also, I forgot these enemies were here. That's why I didn't have the BFG. And is why I'm gonna get pushed back and have to circle all the way around, hoping that the vials don't revive too much. But then what? You'd have to, like, go through the math to show why it's just not feasible to deal less than the pinky's health with the super shotgun. Because the super shotgun averages at 20 times 15, which... Well, I know 2 times 15 is 30, so 300. And that's double. Oops. Oopsies. So then to get 150, you'd have to roll really low. And then somehow you'd have to explain, well, okay, somehow the bullets didn't connect. Like, what would I think, you know? What if I hadn't watched Decino videos talking about the block map? What would I think happens when I don't kill a pinky with 1 super shotgun? I don't know. Why is this elevator so slow? And then why are there just imps here? Oh, because there are trials too. Okay. Great. Now we gotta fight this guy? Alright, what's like a male version of Alice? Adam? Andy? Alright, that's Andy Clancy. Wait, Tom Clancy. That's Tom Clancy in my headcanon. That's Tom Clancy right there. Our final boss, who apparently weighs very little because he gets blasted to the side by a rocket. I'm sure he doesn't actually have that much health. Obviously he has a lot of health, but he probably doesn't have nearly as much as it seems like, just because he's so small. So it's hard to deal damage with BFG. Doesn't even have a pain state. Look, in this house, we respect Eric Om, but that probably was a better, not human doom guy, evil guy. Maybe. You can't have a lot of them, though, because it's got too much health. So there we go. That is Alice Clancy's Shattered Dimensions. Really, what can I say? You know, he looks really good. The music was good. The level design was solid. You know, it's to the point where it's chill for me. So I don't want to comment too much on like where the difficulty was, or like how the fights could be different. Because I don't know if I'm in like that. Yeah, it was good. Oh, also, I don't know if I mentioned it because there was an issue with the mic earlier, so I don't know if it was on this one or not. I like that it's just an episode. It gives room for the maps to be a little bigger. Also, the art is nice. This is where I get the thumbnail. So this is the bonus quote unquote deathmatch map. It might be called deathmatch. Yeah. I don't know how you would use this as a deathmatch map. There don't seem to be any items. So just pointing it out, if I load into that map with co-op spawns, it doesn't I don't see any items. So I'm not really sure how this is supposed to be a deathmatch map. With that said, uh, it's vaguely Doom cute, so I'm just gonna say sure, it's great for that reason because we got a little like cafeteria here, and that's kind of cute. I think that's China right there. So that will be all for Alice Clancy's Shattered Dimensions. Definitely recommend checking it out. I know this is a good map to start with if it's like your first or one of your first WODs. Partially because it's just an episode, partially because it's not super hard, partially because it's not super easy, and also it looks nice. And also, we've got Girl Guy, Doom Gal. Not a lot of maps really change up the Doom Guy. I know Doom Kids does. I forget what it's called. Rowdy Rudy. In Rowdy Rudy 1 and 2, they have a black Doom Guy, which is little funky. I think in Preacher, it was like a haunted looking Doom Guy. Whatever the case, cool WOD. That's all I can say.